Jamaine Ortiz looking to seize the moment versus Teofimo Lopez February 8th, Super Bowl week. Could Jamaine Ortiz do it? Could it? Could Jamaine Ortiz beat Teofimo Lopez, the king in the 140-pound division? Look, Jamaine Ortiz is a very good fighter. Got good skills. Got good footwork. Southpaw. And if you look at Teofimo Lopez, though, the best wins of Teofimo Lopez's career comes in beating Southpaws. And I'm talking about pound for pound Southpaws. I'm talking about Vasyl Lomachenko when he was regarded pound for pound, 1, 2, 3, you can flip it around. And then he moved up to the 140 and beat Josh Taylor, the king in the 140, the former king in the 140. So I'm going to tell you like this. Teofimo Lopez is highly comfortable fighting Southpaws. And not only that, Teofimo Lopez already beaten Jamaine Ortiz in the amateurs. But there's one thing that both of these guys may have in common. Both of these guys, from time to time, do fight to the level of their competition. Right? And also, they seize the moment in competing at the highest level when they need to compete at the highest level versus that high level opposition. Just like Teofimo Lopez, like I mentioned, Vasyl Lomachenko, Richard Coleman, Josh Taylor, Jamaine Ortiz, he almost beat Vasyl Lomachenko. And I'll tell you the truth, I think the reason why he may have struggled in the end of that fight was because that was his first 12-round bout. You know what I'm saying? He fought several 10-round bouts, most 8-round bouts. So that was his first 12-round bout. And if you saw the ending of that fight, that's when he really, his stamina, he stopped going to the body and things of that nature. That's when his stamina took a toll. And Vasyl Lomachenko, because of his experience in 12-round bouts, took fully advantage of it. Now, Teofimo Lopez, he fought a bunch of 12-round bouts as well. You understand what I'm trying to say? He fought at the highest level. And this is why he is two-division lineal king. He was the king in 135, the king in 140. But I think people are banking on which Teofimo Lopez is going to show up, right? If he's going to fight to the level of his competition. Will Jamaine Ortiz seize the moment and fight in the level of the competition of Teofimo Lopez? If he could challenge Vasyl Lomachenko, I believe he could challenge Teofimo Lopez. But at the same time, both of these guys are heading to their prime. Also, Jamaine Ortiz is moving up. Now, we can't say too much about Jamaine Ortiz and what he's done in the professional level, who he's beat. So of course, when I'm looking at his just almost like when I looked at Teofimo Lopez when he fought Vasyl Lomachenko, it's not a lot of professional fights that you could, you know what I'm saying, analyze to see what he could have done to Vasyl Lomachenko. So what did I do? Of course, remember Teofimo Lopez, he was an amateur. And that's why I said leading up to that fight that Teofimo Lopez was going to outbox Vasyl Lomachenko because he has that type of IQ and that type of skills and layers to his skills. So I'm looking at Jamaine Ortiz. They come from the same class with Jerome Ennis, Gary Antoine Russell, Richardson Hitchens, Shakur Stevenson. All these guys came from the same class. So Jamaine Ortiz, also in the amateurs, didn't beat Teo. He didn't beat Jerome Ennis. He didn't beat, who else? Gary Antoine Russell. But he did beat Richardson Hitchens. He did beat Malik Montgomery. But even in the amateurs, he wasn't better than Teofimo Lopez. One thing that is good about this situation for Jamaine Ortiz that he's moving up. And you can see that when the guys are moving up, look, he's been in the lightweight division for quite some time. We're talking about the amateurs. You know that Teofimo Lopez needed to move up, just like Devin Haney just moved up. Shakur Stevenson needed to move up. Jerome Ennis, I believe that, and that's why I've been saying lately that Jerome Ennis should go to the 154-pound division. And Jamaine Ortiz looked like he's big. I think he's naturally even bigger than Teofimo Lopez. So I could see that he's going to be more comfortable. But his last fight was a 10-round bout. Is he going to challenge Teofimo Lopez? I believe he could challenge Teofimo Lopez, but I do think probably the same issue may occur like Vasyl Lomachenko. I think that he's going to gas a little bit out in the championship rounds because, as you can see, Teofimo Lopez got some good stamina. Even when he was sick, think about it, with George Kambosos, he got punch resistance. He hurt Vasyl Lomachenko in that 12th round. He hurt George Kambosos in the championship rounds when he knocked him down. And then, you already know, man, he was just putting on a beating on Josh Taylor. The more rounds that go by, it looked like Teofimo Lopez could have fought another 3 rounds. So Teofimo Lopez stamina is very, very good. He's walking into his prime, not even in his prime. Now he's walking into his prime. The only thing that people's going to bank on, which Teofimo Lopez is going to show up. And I think that that vulnerability is always going to be playing in people's minds. The fight with George Kambosos is always going to be playing in people's minds and things of that nature. Even though that people understand that he was not really fit to fight at 100%, not nearly 100%, not even nearly to 60%. And I think that's going to keep people always wondering which Teofimo Lopez is going to show up. But in terms of skill set, I believe both of these guys are highly skilled. I think that Jamaine Ortiz is highly skilled. He just haven't done it in the highest level. And he came up short versus a guy that Teofimo Lopez neutralized. And that's the good thing about Teofimo Lopez. He could neutralize you. Could Jamaine Ortiz neutralize? He had a good outing versus Jamel Herring. But he also, you know what I'm saying? I believe that, you know, he should get people out of there. He don't have that type of power. Is he going to keep Teofimo Lopez off? The good thing about it is that he's faced him before, but in a 3-round bout. You know what I'm saying? This is going to be a little bit different. I just think that Teofimo Lopez is going to have the experience. He's getting better. You can see Teofimo Lopez, and he loves fighting southpaws. So I think that there's a lot of things that's working against Jamaine Ortiz, but there's people that are saying, well, you see how Teofimo Lopez, he's in his high horse, just like Vasyl Lomachenko. He's going to show up like George Kambosos and stuff like that. And I think that's what it is. They keep on playing this George Kambosos. The same excuse or the same assessment people had with Teofimo Lopez going into Josh Taylor, and y'all still playing this George Kambosos. And this is why Teofimo Lopez might humble the community again. But Jamaine Ortiz, I believe he does got the skills that if Teofimo Lopez does not show up 100% mentally and physically, that he could take advantage, and there might be an upset if Teofimo Lopez does not show 100% physically and mentally, or respect Jamaine Ortiz and things of that nature, which I do think that he respect them, because I know that he always respected Jamaine Ortiz. Let me know what y'all think. Jamaine Ortiz got a lot of man. He got a lot in front of him, but could he overcome? Could he seize the moment? Maybe, but you know what I'm saying? Skill for skills, experience for experience, and where they at their career, Teofimo Lopez got this victory, in my opinion, and it could go and it could be, you know what I'm saying? It could go a whole 12, in my opinion, as well. Do I see Teofimo Lopez knocking him out? Jamaine Ortiz could take a punch, and he's durable as well. But I do think that the experience of 12-round bouts, the experience of high-level competition and things of that nature, I think it's just gonna be, he's just gonna fail. He's just gonna come short. Let me know what y'all think, man. Subscribe to the channel, smash the like button. But I'm happy that he's getting this opportunity, and I'm happy that he signed the deal in which there's other 2 fighters that dug Teofimo Lopez. Let's see, you know. Let's see what he could do. Let me know what y'all think, man. Subscribe to the channel, smash the like button. Love you, God bless, and on to the next.